Hello there, I'm Angela from artery.com. I thought I would do a video today on how to stretch your supplies. Sometimes you feel like you have to keep up with every new release from every crafting website. Well, that's not true. You can stretch your supplies and use one or two dies all the year round. So for instance, I made this spring card. This one my son doesn't like. He said it's too busy, there's too much going on, very overstimulating, and I do agree with him. But if you look here, I've got the background, I've got the die, the window die there, and a couple of little dies. It's this window die I'm going to be concentrating on. You could use any die that you want. I'm mainly concentrating on the background and the die cuts. So I made another spring one there, totally different. I embossed the mat layer with a beautiful embossing folder, a leaf one. It's just absolutely gorgeous. That background there is made with an expanding mousse. I am going to do a video on that, I think, at some point to show you how to use it. It's really nice, but that's by the by. So the background is blended, a couple of little flowers, and that's it. I also made a summer one, which I think is really cute. I think these are from either Spellbinders or scrapbook.com. I'll leave links to everything I've used in the description anyway. Again, I've got a matte layer that's embossed with like a summer, I think it's a summer embossing folder. It's like waves and things like that. Blended the background, used a wave die on there, a couple of little die cuts, very summery. And I also made a winter card, again with the brick background, blended background, snowflake stamps. I don't know if you can consider that winter, but I just thought the card needed something. And so you can see there that one has been put on with foam, but you don't have to do that. So what I'm going to do today is make the one left over, which is the autumn card. So this is the window die. I will leave a link to that. I'm going to use a scalloped die for the matte layer at the back, and I am going to emboss it, and I've just forgotten to get the folder out. Just give me a second. I'm going to use the same folder that I used for the spring one. To me, this can be used all year round, spring, summer, autumn. I think it would look just as nice on any of them. So I'm going to use that to emboss that. I'm going to cut it out with that scalloped die. This is just a small A2 card base. I'm going to be using that, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with the actual front of the card yet. I've cut a few things out, but I wanted to show you how this die looks when you put it together. So I cut out 3 to stack it. I suppose you could put thin strips of foam on, but it's a lot easier for dies like this just to stack them. So I cut out 3 pieces and stuck them together. You can, if you wanted. This one has acetate on, so you could put it on there like that and look like a proper window, or you could stack up quite a few more and even use it as a shaker card. So you could put shaker stuff behind there, like sequins and things. This is one that I made earlier, sort of blended and then stamped with a leaf stamp, and I did try and use it, and then I had to pull it off. So you can see that's sort of got glue stuck all around there, but I'm hoping that you won't be able to see that by the time we finish this card. So I am going to start off by embossing this matte layer. Stunning, absolutely love this. So obviously that's not going to fit on there, so it does need to be cut out using this, and I can't believe I've put my die cutting machine away because I'm going to have to get it out again. But I'm going to cut this out and then I'll be back. Very pretty, just adds a little something to the card, breaks up the plainness a little bit. Right, so the way this is going to work, that is going to go on there. I'm just going to put it on with glue. I'm not going to put it on with dimensionals or anything. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this dye as well. You can have it so the window's open if you want as well. There's all sorts you can do with it, so it's up to you how you want to use it. But I'm going to put that on there, hopefully where the bits of glue are not going to show through, but it shouldn't matter that much because a lot of it's going to be covered up anyway. Yeah, that'll have to do. So I'm going to put some glue on. So while that is drying, I'm going to just stick this onto there using a bigger glue bottle. I'm not given any measurements for this card because it doesn't really matter. They can be made as large as you like, obviously, but you can also, it doesn't have to be this that you use. You could use any background dye or foreground dye, whatever you call them, that you wanted. This is just to show you how you can use one dye for all seasons. You don't have to keep buying new stuff if you don't want to. Right, I'm going to put that on there and let them both dry, and then I'll be back. I'm not exactly sure if it's dry yet. What you can do now is cut off this part of the patterned paper. You can do it with a craft knife, that might be more accurate, or you can just do it with scissors. I'm going to give scissors a go even though I'm not great with cutting out, but we'll see what happens. You can also cut it down before you glue it on. That might be a good idea, and then you can cut the pattern a bit smaller than the die cut. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. You can see a little bit of the shiny glue sticking out, but never mind. And that is going to go on there like that. Like I said, you can put it up on foam if you want, but I'm going to, like I said, I've stacked it, so I'm just going to stick that on there like that. You could use a T-ruler if you wanted to get it in the middle. It's probably what I should have done, but I'm lazy and impatient. So I'm going to put that on there again, press it down until it dries, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm not sure that's quite stuck down as well as it should be, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Now you can decide which sentiment you want, where to put it, and then add a couple of die cuts if you wanted. Oh, that one doesn't go. See that? That hasn't quite stuck down yet. I love that Collall glue because it gives you loads of wiggle room, but it does take a bit to dry. So I'll just get that stuck down as best I can. I'll just keep pressing on it there. So yeah, just add your choice of sentiment and whatever die cuts that you have. Put it where you like. Quite like that on the top of the sentiment. I don't know about you. So yes, I think I'll do that. I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of that. Just some offcuts foam tape that I've got lying around. And of course you can just leave it there if you want to, or you could add some gems or some Nouveau drops, anything you like. I think I'll just leave it like that. I did put some clear gems on there because I think it went with the style. But on this one I think I'll just leave it, and you can tell me in the comments what you would have done to finish this off. But to be honest, that's all I wanted to show you, was how you can use the same die just by changing up the background and your die cuts, and use it all year round. It's not rocket science, it's very easy to do, and you don't have to use all of the latest products that come out every single season, because you will just end up stockpiling stuff that you're probably never going to use, or use once and then get rid of, or hoard, and it's not ideal. So that window die in particular is really good because you can use it so many different ways. I'll see if I can find links to videos where these kinds of dies are used, and much better ideas than what I have. I'm just literally showing you how to change up the background and the die cut so you can use the same die all year round. And to be honest, even that one embossing folder or the brick one could have been used for all of them. You know, you don't even have to use a different embossing folder if you don't want to. So I'm not sure how helpful that was. I would appreciate you letting me know in the comments if it's helped you, or if you have any more ideas for mixing up your backgrounds and your die cuts, or using the same die for different styles of card. So thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye bye now.